A brutal rape on campus that has BJP questioning the Trinamool Congress over women's safety. The accused is a TMC card holder. The question is, can Mamata Banerjee escape responsibility? This man, Monojit Mishra, the main accused in the case, had led the college unit of Trinamool Congress Chhatra Parishad, the student wing of the ruling party in West Bengal since 2017. And amidst the nationwide outrage over the rape case, the Trinamool has claimed he has no links with the party and has said that he must face the strictest punishment. According to reports, multiple complaints of harassment and molestation had been registered against this man in the past, but no action was taken. After the RG Kar Medical College rape, now another incident on campus. The question that we ask on the show tonight, why is Bengal becoming unsafe for women? But first up, a quick wrap up of all that happened today.
It's been 4 days since the heinous gang rape of a 24-year-old student on campus. The citizens are asking, what has changed since RG Kar rape and murder case last year?
We were literally shocked and we were thinking that how can this happen inside the campus, because our security breach is a very big problem. We all are the student of this college. So we were thinking that how can this happen inside it? Our parents, they are very afraid.
Crime accused Monojit Mishra, an alumnus of the same law college where he committed the act, is linked to the Trinamool Congress. But what's shocking is his long history of criminal offences. Monojit Mishra is denying that he has committed the crime. He is saying that it was consensual and it was not a case of rape. So police is essentially going to be using these 5 cases, the criminal history of Monojit Mishra, to get an extension in the police custody, because so far he has denied his involvement in this gang rape case, saying that it was completely consensual. So these 5 cases, the police will say that they had arrested previously and he has a history of molesting, theft and criminal offences, due to which they need an extension in this particular case. This has now left the Mamata Banerjee government grappling with a fresh set of challenges, with the BJP fact-finding committee along with state leaders cornering the government.
So what we need to understand is, at every level there is a governance failure. And that governance failure is that criminalization of politics has happened and their accommodation into educational institution is established.
As the opposition steps up to political pressure, the Trinamool Congress reiterating its zero tolerance on crimes against women.
They should dwell in their own past and look at the experiences which members of the opposition, in opposition to BJP, have faced when they tried to visit the BJP-ruled states where such incidents of sexual atrocities took place, be it Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Tripura, etc. We tried to reach out to Hathras, we were not allowed, we were stopped much ahead.
As the Kolkata police continues to investigate this heinous crime that took place in a law college in Kolkata, they will be producing the 3 accused in court tomorrow and looking at extending the custody for further interrogation. With GD Shankar, Sreyashi De for NDTV.
Shazia Ilmi is the spokesperson of the BJP. She joins me live. We also have Shikha Mukherjee, senior journalist, and Tausif Rahman is the spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. Shikha Mukherjee, why is a woman chief minister in Mamata Banerjee not able to ensure safety and security of women on campus in Bengal?
I think that's a question that is impossible to answer for 2 reasons. One is that no chief minister, regardless of gender, should allow politics of electoral politics and the politics of domination, which is what is the model that prevails in West Bengal for now past 60 years. None of that should allow an administration to not be vigilant about who is doing what and who is being allowed to get away with it. The way in which the Trinamool has tried to distance itself from Manojit Mishra is a clear indication that they knew what was going on and they have distanced themselves from it. And, frankly speaking, there are a lot of Manojit Mishras around. They've been a part of how student politics and those who are in power handle the whole business of, earlier it used to be unions, because now union elections are a farce. They don't happen. That is how it used to be controlled. That is how this whole business of domination of the electoral system from top to from
I'll ask
the
the
bottom
producer to fix
up.
your audio as well, because it's very jarring. So we'll fix that in a bit. But Shazia, come in now. Of course, the BJP unit is on campus. You tried to get details firsthand. We heard from Meenakshi Lekhi and other leaders of the party. But the larger question is that how will this entire law and order situation be fixed? It is not really in the domain of politics, but it's about safety and security of a very important, women. I mean, why are they continuously facing this kind of harassment, molestation in Bengal?
Well, it's really unfortunate that while rapes, as they happen and are part of, what goes on as crimes against womanhood, are a blot on our conscience, each individually and collectively. But what is happening in West Bengal is another story, and whatsoever. And that story is about political shielding, the whole criminalization of politics, and how these very unsavory elements have been allowed to be part of the system. So much so that the perpetrators all have a political background. Now, you look at this Mango Mishra, this man, you just see how that he's totally politically linked. Former TMC Chhatra Parishad, the president, obviously people knew his antecedents and what he was all about. There's a premeditated crime. There's digital exploitation. The woman was harassed. So he had enough clout because he got away a few times. And not just that, the campus becomes again a crime scene here. And that is very, very shocking and disturbing. And not just that, there is a very insensitive response about victim shaming, victim blaming. So whether it's Sandesh Khali or Birbhum or how NHRC had to come in 2011 just because, and how about so many women raped, young girls, senior citizen, only because their families did not vote TMC, shows a complete criminalization that has taken over. And the system has become very compromised, Maria. The law and order machinery is totally compromised. And I think it's a matter of great shame because Mamata Banerjee is a home minister. So I think a lot needs to be done. This is not enough just to distance yourself from the perpetrator. The fact of the matter is that he got away with it, not once, but many times. This is happening in the campus. It's horrific to learn. So
yes,
clearly
absolutely.
something's got to give.
Has he been shielded in the past? This is the question that we ask. Because if you look at the entire history of this man, it shows clearly that he enjoyed political patronage. So a quick wrap up of who this man is, the main accused in this rape case, which has happened on a campus, a law campus in Kolkata.
Political influence, power addiction, student politics, brazenness. The story of the Calcutta College rape accused is a toxic cocktail of it all. Manojit Mishra, prime accused in the rape case, wielded huge influence on the campus even after he passed out. According to Manojit's profile, he led the college unit of the Trinamool Congress Chhatra Parishad since 2017. Amid nationwide outrage over the rape case, the Trinamool has claimed he has no links with the party and must face the strictest punishment.
आज हमारे छात्र परिषद के सभापति भी इस प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में साफ खुलासा किया है कि 2022 वाली भी जो कमेटी थी उसमें ये शख्स लोग कोई भी नहीं थे। भारतीय जनता पार्टी या कांग्रेस बोली या सीपीएम, एसएफआई, ये लोग सब जो है एक राजनीतिक उद्देश्य को लेके चल रहे हैं। उनको कोई हमदर्दी नहीं है पीड़िता के संग।
But the BJP has alleged that the TMC has been shielding him.
जो गुंडा है, जो बदमाश है, जो रेपिस्ट है, उनके दिमाग में है ही नहीं डर, क्योंकि जानते हैं ममता बनर्जी उनकी पार्टी है बचाने के लिए। 3-4 लोगों को जो एक्यूज है पकड़ा गया, सारे तृणमूल से रिलेटेड है। तो तृणमूल तो मतलब खून, रेप, चोरी, इन तीनों में एक्सपर्ट है।
Called Mango by friends, Monojit has multiple complaints of harassment and molestation against him in the past, but no action was taken. The son of a priest, Monojit has been living separately from the family for 4 years. Even after passing out of his law course, the accused, who calls himself a criminal lawyer, was seen more on campus than courts. Interestingly, in 2023, a year after he passed out, Monojit joined the college as a casual clerical staff member, and his appointment letter was issued by the college administration. According to reports, he would get rupees 500 per day for his work. It is curious why a lawyer would settle for this work. The answer probably lies in an addiction to the influence and following that he enjoyed on campus.
Can you tell me something about Monojit Mishra, since he was a former student?
Yes, madam. Monojit Mishra was a former student. A few months or a year ago, when our one section was increased by the Bar Council of India, as we have very poor number of permanent staff. So GB gave me the permission. 2 more CVs were there, and among that CVs, that guy's CV was that he is LLB. That's why it was taken.
Would he misuse the Trinamool Congress party's name to assert his power within the college campus?
During the students program and everything, it has been reflected that he something he wants to show, but madam, it is not clear to us.
According to a report in the Times of India, Monojit's pick-up line for women on campus was, "Will you marry me?" He used the same line when he first approached a 24-year-old survivor of the campus rape. Such was his terror that some students even stopped going to college due to his fear. Monojit Mishra has multiple police complaints against him. He was out of bail in these cases. Some of them include ripping off the dress of a woman student in the South Calcutta Law College in July 2019, stealing a music system, perfume, spectacles from a friend's home in December 2019, and molesting a woman in March 2022. He's also accused of beating up a college guard and damaging college property in a May 2024 case. Even after the TMC dissolved its student wing in the college in 2017, Monojit Mishra remained the Neta with a bunch of followers. NDTV Bureau Report.
So here is someone, Shikha Mukherjee, who has multiple police complaints against him. The nature of this complaint is pretty serious in nature. And he continues to get bail and is out on campus, threatens people. There are several students who have said that they refuse to go on campus because they used to fear him. That is the nature of influence that he had also. But everything was because of political patronage.
I entirely agree. This is the tragedy of how college campuses are being used to control the way in which voters are shaped or dominated into preferring one party. This is not entirely new. Different versions of this have been going on for a very long time. And political parties seem totally impervious to what these so-called student leaders do and how they do what they do.
Absolutely.
And the worst part of it is that as of today, I know after talking to teachers in colleges that they don't want to get into a hassle, because then it becomes a physical threat. There is always a physical danger to these people. And so they've given up on pushing back.
No,
They've
but the
given
question
up.
is that if this is the nature of fear, which
Yes,
is there
it
on
is.
campuses, Shazia Ilmi, then what really is the pan Bengal sentiment? We are looking at Kolkata, which is the capital city.
Yes, absolutely. Just see the kind of clout this man enjoyed. And overall, you do sense that there is some kind of a reign of terror and silence. There is fear. And the system is totally compromised because these perpetrators, rape enablers, offenders, rape sympathizers even have found their way in and become part of the system, which is why you try starting from Shah Jahan Sheikh to Sanjay Ghosh to Monojit Mishra. They all are part, either in some capacity or the other, very much a part of the system, enjoying great clout and enjoying political shielding. And what comes later on? So I think Mamata Banerjee is losing the plot, and she is not able to. She's beholden to these goons, and the whole system is giving way, and there is no scope whatsoever. And I think Bengal's daughters are not safe. And Mamata Banerjee, as a home minister, as a woman, as a chief minister, has indeed compromised her government by being there, by not being effective, by allowing this to happen again and again, because all the perpetrators have political backing. So I think that is very worrying. That's the most worrying sign of it. So everywhere, this random patronage and nexus criminality, whether it's colleges or medical colleges or campuses or panchayats or other bodies, in civil society, they have found their way. And that is, I think, the biggest scourge of West Bengal right now. How do you clean that up? One doesn't know. But yes, the predators cannot be shielded politically. I mean, it is a recurring pattern. It's a recurring pattern.
All right, Shazia Ilmi and Shika, thank you so much for joining us